Hey guys, it is April the 2nd on Read Through the Word. Hope you're doing wonderful today. We're going to just piggyback on the lesson that we had yesterday of just talking about those periods of time where we say, why, if the Lord is with us, if God is with us, why are these things happening? Because those moments tend to weaken our spiritual resolve. Right? They tend to just wear us down because the enemy is constantly attacking us. And that's what I wanted to just focus on for a few minutes with our lesson today is the idea of never throwing in the towel. I shared in our lesson yesterday, and also you guys have known and followed what's been going on and what has gone on in my life with illnesses and loss. We have had other situations that have just caused me to want to just tap out. You know, that fighter that has been in the ring over round after round after round after round. And finally the tap out lets the referee know, hey, I'm done. And perhaps you're at that place. I know that I have been. I'm not even sure that I'm even out of that position. I may still be on the mat, laying down. But I know many of you are going through that season right now. You're laying on the mat. You're wanting to tap out. I get it. You're physically exhausted, you're mentally exhausted, you're financially exhausted, you have wiped out your resources, you all the people that you thought you could count on have faded away. The season has gone on for so long. All of the people that are on your team have just been weakened and they're gone, and you just have like a handful of people that you could call on. And that's really where Gideon was. He was down to 300 people in his army. Maybe you are today saying, I don't even know if I have one person in my army. You have one person in your army. The commander-in-chief. And I want to encourage you, if you feel like you're still laying on the mat, getting ready, and maybe you've tapped out, you just can't get up, just tapping out, don't throw in the towel. Lay on the mat. And let the commander-in-chief minister to you. And in your spirit, if you have no physical strength in your spirit, continue to fight. Fight with your words. Fight with your mind while you're laying on that mat. He will pick you up. You will be like Micah said, though the enemy slay me, I will get up. Don't gloat over me, he said. We will be in that position to rise up and say, yes, don't gloat over me. Don't gloat over me. I have gotten up, and you better watch out. We can say that, and we will say that to our enemies. What Gideon has taught us here is that our adversaries don't stop. The battles do not stop. So we cannot stop. We can't. We will be in battle with the enemy, Satan, and his minions, his helpers, his demons, however you refer to them, whatever you call them, we will be in battle with them as long as we are on this earth. Our battle ends. Our battle ends. Individual battle will end when he comes to take us home as an individual, or he comes and gets the church. That's when we will achieve ultimate victory. We will see victory on this side of heaven, but we do have to hang in there and continue to contend for our standing here on this earth. It's not fair. It's hard. You just want to take a break. Sometimes I'll tell you, I start smelling the salt air and I get in my car and I just drive to the coast. I'm about 3 hours from the coast. Sometimes I just have to go and spend the night. I just have to put my feet in the sand and I have to leave everything else behind. And I just sit and I have my little earbuds in my head, and I'm going to be honest, sometimes I listen to something other than K-Love or some of my Christian music. Sometimes I just have to put on some 80s rock and just rock it out. But I have my battle songs. One of my recent battle songs is Don't Tread on Me by We the Kingdom. And then another one is The Battle Belongs to the Lord by Phil Wickham. If you actually, while I'm thinking about this, if you have a battle song that you listen to, I encourage you to share that. Share that with the group today, with our class today, because we're not the only ones. Many people are going through some things right now. But we see that even if it's late, even if I'm tired, even if I'm hungry, we have to keep forging forward, because the enemy won't stop and we can't either. Even if all we can do is lay on the mat and sing a victory song in our head, recite a Bible verse, and don't get upset with yourself if you don't know the whole thing by heart, or if you don't know it, know its reference. He's not going to give you any demerits, or he's not going to go, oh girl, I would have picked you up off that mat, but you mixed up the reference on that verse. That's not our God. Just let it roll off your tongue. And if you can't even think of anything, lay on that mat and say, Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. And he will help you. I don't know how it will work out. I don't know when it will work out. But I can tell you that his word promises that he works out everything for the good of those who love him and who are called according to his purposes. Those are the two conditions. Do you love him? And are you called according to his purpose? Which is what? It is being saved. It is being following the path of righteousness. If you're doing those things, which you are, because you're going to read through the word, you are following the path of righteousness, he's going to work those things out for you. I put in some battle principles and some power verses for you today. Again, I'm not going to read all these, but I want you to jot them down, maybe screenshot them from your notes, and then go and put them in different places. I remember once when I was going through some things in my family, I put some power verses like this over every threshold of my doors, of the doors in every one of my doors in my home. In and out, interior and exterior entrances, I put Bible verses all over, just like the hyssop branch. So the enemy would know that my home is covered by the blood of the Lamb, but also by the power of the Word. And this house is covered. You can't come over here. And I actually, even in recent days, thought about getting a hyssop branch and painting something with a red paint and hanging it over my doorstep so that it could pass over. Symbolism, of course, but it could pass over. So whatever extremes you feel like you need to go to, typing out these verses, walking around your perimeter of your property, sitting in your car, calling them out over the vehicle that you drive every day, opening up your bank account, online bank account, and reciting these verses over your finances. I pray over every tank of gas that goes in my car now more than ever because gas is outrageous. Yes. So claim God's powerful word over every aspect of your life. And I promise you, before too long, you're going to be getting up and you're going to be saying, oh, don't gloat over me, oh enemy. I have gotten up. And you are going to be really sorry that I did. Don't throw in the towel, my friends. Don't throw in the towel. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.